that God used the tabernacle was intended to be, was mobile because it was an expression of God moving with man in the earth. The pillar and the cloud, they were all intended to be moving because it meant that God goes from progression to progression, from elevation to elevation. But the church has not understood that, so now we're still doing stuff for the church that the church should be really doing in the earth. You know, we're still, we just come through, what is the Jewish holiday we're just coming through at the beginning of October? Yom Kippur. Just coming through Yom Kippur, and we still got people on television telling you to sow your seed, so you can be blessed for the rest of the year. Let me tell you something. There is a law of reciprocity, and you must sow your seed, but October is not going to get you a bumper crop.
Amen.
Amen. You better be living something.
Yes.
You better be living and giving.
Yes.
But Paul said some preach for profit. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people there are many people that preach for truth. They preach to honor God. They preach because that's their assignment. But there are many people that preach for profit. And they dupe the body of Christ with all kinds of little nifty sayings and philosophies, and some of them are even inseminated to teach doctrines of devils.
Yes.
That's what Paul told Timothy, that there would be doctrines of devils. So we need to know the Bible. We need to know our Constitution, and we need to know the King of the Constitution, and we need to be in union with him so that we're not easily led astray. So with that being said, now the church was intended to manifest God in the earth with power and authority and great influence. I call it prominence and dominance.
Yes.
That's what God intended. With prominence and dominance, he wanted to have a place in the earth through his people. That's called the kingdom. So the church is the people that are to be saved, sanctified, equipped, trained, and activated and deployed so that they can demonstrate God in the earth. So that means beyond the church services, out in all of the earth, all of the world. That's our Great Commission, right? So now the kingdom of God. Go in your Bibles with me to Psalm. Let's look at it in Psalm 116. Psalm 116, and we're going to look at verse 15. Or Psalm 115, verse 16, I think it is. Psalm 115, verse 16. It says, "The highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to man." Now, doesn't that sound like Genesis 1:28? Doesn't that sound like that? He created them in his image, his likeness, and he blessed them and said what? Be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it and have dominion. What does it say here in Psalm 115:16? The highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to man, which means that man has a jurisdiction or a region in which he's to operate like God. When we get to heaven, or when we go to